The crypto market has absolutely thrown people into a frenzy. People are panicking about their cryptocurrency investments, specifically meme coins. What is happening with Momo? What is happening with DOWGE? We're going to talk about it today. We're going to chart a few other coins as well that are popular at the moment, and we're just going to be talking about the best thing to do in this scenario right now. So if you like these types of videos, guys, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and join my free Telegram group in the links down below in the description if that's your thing. We talk about these crypto projects nice and early. And if you want even more, I've got my VIP Discord group where I give buy and sell signals, talk about projects in more detail, and you guys can chat with me one-on-one, voice chats, all that good thing. It's a lot more organized there. First of all, let's speak about the market because everything is down at the moment. We don't need to talk about it too much, but Bitcoin down 3%, Ethereum got crushed, minus 5.5%, XRP down 6%. As you can see, it's a little bit of a bloodbath today. A lot of these top altcoins are really feeling the brunt of this, and this is typical in a bull market, guys. I want to make it very clear. If you are not somebody who's in a bull market or has experienced this before, we have these typical retracements on the way up where people get shaken out of their positions and then up we go again. So I think it's just another one of those at the moment. Don't get too scared. Of course, meme coins are getting crushed, and that's what we're going to speak about right now. So first up is Momo on the concern list. Now, if you look at Momo, this actually has not really been going down at all. I understand it's minus 18% today over the last 24 hours. But guys, just look at this structure that Momo is setting up. This is essentially one of those graphs that only come around every now and then. I mean, look at this setup that we have. There's no huge dump off. There's no huge kind of sell off or anything like that. Momo is holding up very, very strong, guys. And we're in this kind of channel where we're just chopping, right? So if we keep chopping in between this and eventually we reach a point where there has to be a break to the upside or break to the downside, I think Bitcoin's going to recover very quickly after this dump. I think it was just a quick shakeout. And I think we're going to see all-time highs in Momo very soon, guys. I think if you want to scoop up some Momo, clearly it's held this support like I've charted before. Momo is holding the support exceptionally well, right? So this support level here, obviously you've got this other support level down here that we might retest eventually as well. But if Momo holds up and holds this support level, expect an explosive move up, guys. Like I'm telling you guys from my experience, and I'm talking a big explosive move as well, guys. So if you're looking at the fib levels, nice there. I'm thinking you're going to see an explosive move up to that 69 to 70 millish region, right? So that's kind of our next target there because this was the last all-time high at 47 million market cap. So if we just see how much previous price action was at those levels there, it's not much to go off, right? Not much history. So I think it's not going to take much for Momo to crush these all-time highs and explode up to around about 70 million in market cap, I believe. I think that's going to really surprise people when that happens, but it won't surprise me because we saw the same with DOWGE happen. DOWGE climbed to about 85 million very, very quickly. I think Momo has more of the momentum at the moment. I think it has more of the narrative, but we'll get to DOWGE here in a second because I think there's a great setup there as well. Now, this was the X post I just made just then. People were begging for lower prices on DOWGE, Momo, and AWR when they were pumping. Today, they're the same people selling or not buying. So as we can see, guys, we see this common trend with crypto. When something's pumping, it's so easy to think, oh, I wish I got more. You know, it's leaving the station. FOMO. People buy in on green candles and get wrecked ultimately, right? So if you can't handle corrections, you sure don't deserve the 100x gains. If you guys aren't familiar with last crypto cycle, I'm about to blow your mind, I think, guys. So the sandbox was one that netted people so many gains, right? Went up to almost 7 billion market cap. And if you're not sure what this is basically a metaverse play. And this was something that went absolutely nuts. I'm talking like 23 mil market cap to 7 billion in market cap almost. So that's just insane gains, unbelievable. This is essentially the stage we're in, guys. So you're here and you've gone through that initial run up. And let's take a look at the price to give you guys more perspective. The first price reached 80 cents, right? After that initial run up. That's kind of where we are in this cycle, in my opinion, guys. We reached 80 cents. And where did it go as low as before the huge pump? 20 cents. So from this point, you're thinking, I'm absolutely rinsed. Let me shorten this graph, give you guys perspective, right? We went up to 80 cents, went all the way down here to less than 20 cents, 18 cents, guys, probably even less, right? It's not on the chart. 82 cents to 18 cents, guys, that's like 1/5 of the price, right? That's like an 80% drop almost. That's absolutely insane. Before the huge parabolic move to the upside, guys. So I have a feeling this is going to be one of those blips in the ocean when we ultimately go up. Something that isn't too far away is about 160 million market cap. It looks like that. But this is what the graph looks like, guys, if we do end up reaching 160 mil. Everything that's happening down here is totally irrelevant because that is where I think we're going with this type of narrative. I mean, Momo, Bonk Sister, Bonk narrative's extremely hot. Solana's extremely hot this time around as well. A lot of people are piling into that section here. So like I said, for the strongest minds only, making 100x gains doesn't happen easily. It will test your mind 1,000 times over. Don't let them tell you that you were lucky. So that was the whole point of explaining that situation to you guys. Don't let people tell you you were lucky. You're going to be tested so many times with the drops and the dips, and it's going to make you think I should have cashed out, or you're wrong. Is this going to zero? So it's a lot harder than people go, just hold on. Next up is this post here. Nothing to see here. Momo, just someone absolutely piling in. This is well over $200,000, I believe. So 45 plus 27 is 82, 101,000, 111,000. 140,000, 170. This is absolutely insane. Over 200,000 US dollars piled in for Momo on this one wallet alone, right? So people are stacking in the red. Your average person isn't spending that much money on Momo, right? So it's smart money coming in my opinion. Now, SPX going through a bit of a correction. Why is this important? Because I think this influences DOWGE massively, and I think that's why DOWGE has had its recent downtrend, right? Of course, it was completely overheated. We talked about taking profits at these points here when everybody was telling me I was stupid for saying so. But regardless, we're back down at the moment. We have to deal with what's happening at the moment. DOWGE has absolutely gotten crushed, but it's made a decent recovery, right? We did get as low as 36, 37 million at this point in time, 44 million in market cap. This is a nice accumulation zone for DOWGE, guys. I think this is going to explode when SPX recovers, and this is simply what I'm thinking here. This is going through a nice wave pattern at the moment. These are the types of times you want to accumulate before we reach the next leg up. I've just shown you what's happened with Sandbox, and many other coins are very, very similar. I can talk about many other coins, but I don't want to waste everyone's time. You can trust me on it, or you can look up other coins that did do the same. Nothing ever goes up just straight vertical. These projects are doing fine. I know it's a little bit of hopium, but I'm being completely serious about this. This is very normal. So guys, just a little bit of intel. That's something that's pretty bullish in my opinion. A lot of people have been speaking about it. That very famous crypto trader, James Wynn, has followed this account on X, and apparently it's a very, very big deal at the moment. This Mary Rose coin, this is the SPX kind of mascot thing. If you've seen that girl in the whole SPX website and in all the memes and everything like that, I think this is going to do really well, and it's low enough in market cap for it to explode and get those nice 10, 20, 30x returns if this is a thing, right? So I think a lot of the SPX community are going to be a fan of this. I think it's still early enough to get in. Massive bullish signal there, guys. So that's just a little bit of a gem for you guys today if you want to participate in that. Next up is Trash Coin, which is another kind of fan favorite on the channel. We did talk about how it broke this key downtrend down here, and we were talking about how it would explode, and then we reached this accumulation zone that's highlighted here, and then we're kind of just dumped off, right? Because the market has been getting dumped. So Trash Coin is another one that's been on the hot radar lately. I think, guys, stick with Trash Coin, stick with it. But if it loses this level here that we're looking at here, about 3.9 mil, if I'm just being honest with you guys, I think that's worthy of a dump because there's not much other support until we're way down here at the 1 mil mark, and it's not a trade worth taking at the moment. So if we do see this level that was seen as support in the past be used as support again, guys, I think go long on Trash. We're going to do really well there, in my opinion, and we'll be looking for this next level up here at around 8 or 9 million again, because I think a lot of these meme coins, they get crushed on the move down when Bitcoin retraces, but they absolutely bounce super hard. And I would not be surprised if we see something like this back to the accumulation zone again that we see around here, guys, this one here, and then another bounce again, because I think we're going to have one massive leg left of this crypto bull run. I think we've got at least a couple months left, so we'll definitely analyze that in due time as well. AWR, Another fan favorite. I love this coin. This is one of my favorite communities. Looking extremely strong as well. As long as we hold that previous resistance as support still, we've talked about this key level for a very long time. As long as we keep this level and bounce off it, that's more than fine by me, and we'll explode to all-time highs again. You know, we're just stagnated for a bit because of this Bitcoin and crypto drop in general. We don't have any control over that, guys. So that is the risk we do take in crypto. If Bitcoin goes down, all of these coins will as well. So that's the risk we take. If Bitcoin bounces, we'll do fine here, in my opinion. Next up is Abster on the show, looking extremely strong. This is one of my favorites as well, being one of my best, safest investments I've done so far. Been such a great hold this whole time. Look how strong this graph is, guys. The abstract chain is something you are going to want to look out for, guys. So this is something I highly advise you get in amongst. You know, just do your research for the abstract chain. It's coming out soon. Well, it is obviously already out, but all the marketing is going to come out. The abstract token is going to come out, and people are going to see this. This is going to be marketed heavily, in my opinion. Make sure you don't turn a blind eye to Abster. It is still an extremely good investment, in my opinion. It always holds up strong, even through these dips. Look at this. This is all we've retraced the whole time. So that's it for the show today, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and as always, join my free Telegram in the links down below in the description. And there's a VIP group for the people that want it. See you guys. Peace.